Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Talk series. I am Jade, and today I want to continue the conversation we had about mental health. In that last video, I did forget to point out a couple of very, very important points, and for a few reasons. And I firstly want to go into the first one, which is do not be afraid to ask for help. The reason why I didn't include this in my first video mainly is because, well, it's something that I struggle with too. I am not the person who usually goes and asks for help, but it is a very, very important thing to do. And while I don't like to be a hypocrite in my videos, I'm going to break that rule today just because of how important this is and how much you guys should absolutely tell. If you're going through anything, invite someone else into that space. Allow them to help you. Allow them to be a part of your life and actually, just sit through it with you. Especially when you're dealing with mental health things, you're not going to be thinking super clearly. Oh, oopsies. You're probably not thinking super clearly, and having people around you that can help you is so, so important. So 100% I want to push for you guys to think, or not to think, to absolutely, if you feel like you need help, ask for it, or, talk to someone you're close to. Talk to an adult. Talk to a mentor, or a leader, a youth leader, or, just all sorts of people. We are so lucky, and we never have to do this thing called life alone. We get to be surrounded by people in many spaces who are here and willing and able to help you. And the final point that I want to mention is check on those, is coming back to what I talked about in the first video. Check on your friends, but check on those who you think are doing really well. I talked briefly about the mask that we put up and the facade that we show. The thing that we sort of do to protect others. And I don't say protect, I don't really mean the word protect, because not letting people in is not protecting anyone, really. You're just putting yourself at more harm. And I think it's really important to note that please tell people when you're struggling, but please also check in on your friends. Create a system with your friends. Maybe you have a few friends that you all have a group chat together, and there's so many different metaphors you can use, I've heard of this one, are you below the line? Are you feeling below the line, above the line today? Which really translates to, hey, are you doing okay today? Or are you sort of doing better than that, or are you doing worse than that? On some of the Twitch streams that I know, they do a how are you going poll, where they check in on their viewers and they see how each of their viewers are doing. Never feel ashamed to reach out either. I know it's hard to say that, but asking for help is not a weakness. Asking for help is something that shows how strong you are, how mature you are, how much you can rely on your community, but also the fact that you know that you can't get through things by yourself. It's you knowing that you are strong enough and you are self-aware enough to ask for help when you need it, when you can't do the activity anymore. But I would do this, again, coming back to that. People can put up a facade. People can say that they're okay. They can say I'm fine. They can say all these things. But often, and especially if they have a history of it, they may not be doing fine. They might not be telling the truth. And I just really want to say and speak to that. You just being their friend gives you such power, and that use that power for good. Check in, be there for them, and just be a good friend. Spread some love, you know, hang out with them. Make sure you're putting an effort into the relationship so that way you guys always have trust. Yeah. Alright, that was just a little, yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was just a little video to just clarify some things. Again, if you are struggling, I've got the same links below. Feel free to check them out. To find a helpline is really, really useful. To find a helpline in your country. The other two links, I think I've got Kids Helpline and Lifeline. Those are Australia only. So if you're not an Australian citizen, use Find a Helpline to figure out what will work best for you. You are so loved. You are so kind. You are so worthy to be here. You are not a burden to anyone else, and I want you to remember that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll check you out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!